Girl, look how fucking orange you are. Hello, my beautiful bitches. It's your girl, Ginger Fahrenheit. Well, it's Jill. I have had a bitch of a time trying to find time to practice drag this week because my family keeps getting in the fucking way. My work scheduled me for Monday, which I'm usually off on Mondays, and I usually have the house completely to myself. Um, so I thought I could get up early today and do it before work. But now my brother's home and just kind of like milling around the fucking house and not going to bed. So now you're stuck with this. Sorry. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit because this week has been kind of eventful for me when developing Ginger's character. I originally pictured her being a rock and roll, like a rock star, basically, when I envisioned her. And that's why I named her after Freddie Mercury. I didn't know how much variety there would be for me, music wise, and that's important to me because I'm a huge music fan. So I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't pin her down as just rock um, because I wanted to learn how to do more variety anyways. So basically, what it comes down to is I saw an article by Jinx Monsoon, well, about, from Jinx Monsoon, um, on Playbill, where she's going through the top 10 songs she likes performed by drag queens, or she thinks that are essential for a drag queen to perform, right? And most of them were theater songs, which, you know, is great, but not my style at all. But one of the songs was by this artist named Amanda Palmer that I had never heard of. And it turns out she is freaking amazing. One of those artists that you hear a song from them and you're like, how have I never known who this woman is? And I'm a fan for life. Started looking her up, and she has this amazing look about her that is totally drag. I'll post some pictures here for you to see her if you've never seen her before. And her music is really just art. Like, I could picture in my mind routines, you know, I can totally see myself doing a lot of her music. And I'm like, you know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have gone with my first instinct. Then I saw this, I'm a big fan of Queens of the Week. I know she's Lady Portia. I can't remember her last name. But she's this very fun Irish drag queen. And you can't help but smile when you see her videos because she's just all bubbly and full of fun. But their topic last week was makeup tips for new queens. So of course I was glued in because you know how horrible I am at makeup, right? But she took it a different way, and she was giving tips for new queens, just like general tips for new queens, which ended up being probably the best video out of the bunch because I've seen a lot of makeup tutorials, and it helps, but I think practicing is really the only way that you're gonna get better at it, and getting a chance to fucking practice would help. But but some of her tips I'd never even thought of, and one of them was figure out your look, try to match your look with your music. You know, if you look like a glam rocker, don't be going out there with Britney Spears. You know, if you look fierce being a rocker chick, then you need to do rocker songs. And I was thinking, and I'm like, they're both right in their own ways. I think that Ginger Fahrenheit is a rock star. Wannabe. I think that I should keep the nun part, that she was raised in a convent. She's raised to be this Catholic schoolgirl or whatever, but she decided she wanted to be a rock star instead. So she's all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I totally think that it fits. Now I feel like I can start practicing more and get closer to doing a gig. But my problem is that I just bought a wig for my gig, and it's heinous. Like, it's really bad. Let me show you how awful it really is. Here she is. Oh, I can't help you, girl. When I put it on, it looks even better. I decided that, yes, I do need a wig, but I can't really afford a good wig. But I figured that it was important for me just to have a wig to practice with, like to practice pinning down and possibly trying to style, but I'm really afraid that I'm gonna like ruin the thing trying to style it, which I guess is okay because it wasn't expensive at all. Just to show how high quality of an item it was. It came with, the shitty wig. It also came with a wig cap, which actually isn't bad. But my favorite part is it came with a gift. And the gift is a pair of purple socks. Because that goes together with a wig. So I don't think that that wig should see the light of day, much less the nightclub. So I'm not sure that I will be doing a gig anytime soon. I'm going to have to find another wig. So the problem was that Wednesday, the 14th, was my last chance to do a gig before school started because I have classes until 10 o'clock at night, and the amateur contest that I found online, the contest starts at 11. There's no way I could get there, and the place is probably about 20-30 miles away. So there's no way I can get to it in time to go. So we're looking at least October, if not December, before I would be able to do a gig, which kind of sucks. Because that's the whole point of it, was to do gigs. So, that's a little frustrating. But the whole other aspect of it is I'm really considering trying to move next summer because I feel like I've been living in arrested development my entire adult life because I've never moved away from my family, and I'm getting sick of living with my family. Plus, the job situation in Illinois, or at least Southern Illinois, is absolutely hopeless. I've been out of work 3 times. Well, this coming October is going to be my 3rd time in 2 years that I'll be laid off and out of work. And that's just not right. I'm college educated, so I shouldn't have to be struggling so much just to keep a job. So I feel like this area, I'm just not meant to live here. It's kind of how I'm feeling about the whole thing. So I'm trying to find, or I will start trying to find in the springtime, a job in some other part of the country. I would like to move to California. I know it's expensive. That's all I've been hearing from people is don't move to California. It's expensive. Well, fuck, everything's expensive. Illinois is expensive for me right now because I don't have any fucking money because I can't get a job. So I would like to move to California kind of because it's, sort of like BioClean Mecca. But, I will go anywhere that will employ me. even if it's fucking Minnesota, which I really hope it's not, because I fucking hate the winter. I would love to move somewhere where there's no threat of snow, like ever. So yeah, um, but I am sick of living with my family. I would love to move away. Mostly so I wouldn't have to hide all the time what I'm doing. So, yeah. Well, I do have a day off on Friday, which is 2 days from now, and I'm hoping that the house will be empty for an hour or two, so maybe I can practice because I do have some new makeup stuff that I want to try out, including Clown White, which I'm going to try to block my eyebrows with. So, yay for that. Alright, me and my bags under my eyes are going to go. And I hope that this video doesn't fucking suck. And I apologize if it does. Alright, bye.